building.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
You doing it for like a project or anything, or for your own?
Just recording, man. Just recording.
You got ID on you by chance?
ID for what?
For me to check to see who you are.
Nah, I don't. I left my ID in my other jeans pocket. Sorry.
You got nothing?
Nah, I got nothing.
You got a name on you if you don't mind?
Which name do you want?
The name that you go by?
I go by plenty of names. When I was in middle school, they called me Skinny Minnie.
What's your
When I was in
name?
high school, they called me Chocolate Thunder.
What's your
Right
name?
now, my real name. What do you need my name
Like
for?
your legal name.
For what?
Because I want to check to see who you are. You're wearing a mask, you're recording.
Okay.
You're being evasive.
Okay. Anything illegal in that?
No, but I'm doing my job.
Oh,
You're
okay.
doing your job.
Okay, well, do your job.
Well, you're obstructing the sidewalk, so that you're
How?
obstructing the sidewalk.
Everybody can walk by. I'm
They
standing
can,
right
you
here.
can't be standing in one spot.
Why can't I?
Because the law states that.
What's
Let me get your
illegal
first
about
name.
it? What's illegal about it?
Let me get your first name.
You're not getting my name. Call your supervisor.
You want me to call my supervisor?
Call your supervisor.
Alright.
Call your sergeant. Call whoever.
Until you want to send over a supervisor, I have a mail recording refusing to give me his name.
All right, everyone, welcome back to the channel. Stay with me because what you're about to see isn't rare. It happens more often than people think, and this is where things start getting serious. We're dealing with officers who act like their word is final, as if every citizen is supposed to obey without question. But that's not how it works. A badge doesn't give anyone the right to ignore or override your freedoms. In this situation, a man is simply filming a building in a public space. He's not breaking any laws, he's not causing any problems, but somehow that alone raises suspicion, and that's where the pattern begins. Instead of approaching to protect, the officers move in to take control. They start asking questions, digging for answers, and slowly try to turn a completely legal activity into something that looks questionable. Pay close attention, because this isn't just about one encounter, it reflects a growing mindset that's becoming harder to ignore.
How you going? You came out once you got out your car. You said I wasn't doing nothing wrong, and then you asked me for ID. How?
Yeah.
That don't make no sense. You got to. What's
I wanna know
your
what you're doing?
What's your rash?
My rash is that you have a mask on.
Okay.
You got shades on.
Okay.
You're recording outside.
You got
the
shades
bank.
on. Okay.
I don't have a mask.
You recording outside of a bank too.
You're right, I am.
You doing the same thing I'm doing.
I'm acting as an official of the government.
Okay, and I'm taking pictures. Anything wrong with me taking pictures? That's all I want to
Outside
know.
of the bank is pretty odd.
Okay, well maybe I was born odd. Maybe, I don't know.
It's fine if you are, but it's just a bank is kind of weird.
Okay.
Are you scoping it out?
I'm
You
looking
got-
at the building.
I understand
It
that.
could be any type of building. I'm just looking at it. You see?
That's cool, man.
Yeah. Just can't come out here and just demand. I mean, you just demand ID from anybody out here.
No,
What is
I
this?
got
How
call-
long you been on the? How
I
long
got-
you been on the force?
I got called to this call, man.
Okay, but how long you been on the force?
Stop?
Yeah, but when you came out here, you see, it was a guy standing out here doing nothing wrong. What's the problem? You should have went inside there and told them, hey, this guy doing nothing wrong.
Well, you're recording outside the bank.
What's wrong with that?
With a mask on.
What's wrong with that, officer?
It's-
What's the name and badge
it's
number?
suspicious.
What's your name and badge number?
Goldfarb 522.
Who?
Goldfarb 522.
Goldfar. All right. And where you guys police department at?
You don't know where you're at?
I know I'm in Millburn.
That's
Where's the police department?
It's on Essex Street.
Okay. But I'll probably have to stop by there.
You should.
You demand an ID with no crime. You gotta have a crime to demand ID. You know that? How long you said you've been on the force?
A while.
You don't know you gotta have a crime?
Now it begins. The questions start coming in, and you can feel the tension rising right away. The man clearly explains he's just recording the building, something completely legal in a public place. But instead of accepting that, the officer keeps pushing. More questions follow. Why are you filming? What's your purpose? Do you have ID? And this is where things start to shift. Notice carefully, the officer never points to a crime. No law is mentioned. There's no clear reason given, yet he still insists on seeing identification. That's a serious red flag. The man stays calm and asks a simple question. ID for what? And that's the key moment, the point where accountability is put on the table. Most people would feel the pressure and give in, but not here. This is where knowing your rights changes everything. The dynamic starts to flip, and little by little the officer begins to lose control of the situation.
Now I'm asking you for your information, which
Okay.
you're failing to give me.
Well, am I being detained right now?
You're not able to leave yet.
But am I being detained?
You're not free to leave.
But am I being detained? So you're detaining me for no crime right now. That's what you're doing right now.
You're not leaving. You're staying put.
So you're detaining me.
Did I
That's
tell you can leave?
Are you detaining me? It's a simple question. Are you detaining me or you're not detaining me? Which one you doing? You're detaining me or you're not detaining me? Which one?
Which one you want to go with?
I just want to know because I'm ready to be free to go.
Well,
You
not yet.
detaining me?
No, you call for my supervisor, so my supervisor's going to come out.
Yeah, your supervisor's going to probably train you on, if you say you've been on the force for a long time, your supervisor might train you and tell you that you just can't demand ID. How you doing? Can I get your name and badge number?
Officer Reed, 567.
Officer who?
Reed, 567.
Name and badge number, sir? Name and badge number?
Greenbush 578.
Greenbush. I like that name, Greenbush.
What's your name, sir?
I don't get my name.
That's fine. How you doing today?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I was doing good until this officer here, I don't know his name, but this officer tried to, I don't know, man. I don't know.
You need anything from us?
I don't. Look, this is what I got.
You all good?
Yeah. Are you detaining? Am I still under detention, sir? Am I?
This is the turning point. Watch how fast things escalate the moment the man doesn't just comply. The officer starts throwing labels at him, calling him evasive, and trying to make his behavior seem suspicious. Suddenly, everything becomes a problem. The mask? Suspicious. The camera? Suspicious. Even standing still somehow gets framed the same way. This is a common tactic, taking normal, harmless actions and stacking them together to create the appearance of wrongdoing. But the man doesn't give in. He stays calm and challenges every claim, asking the officer to explain himself. And that's where the issue becomes obvious. The officer can't. There's no law being broken, no crime has taken place, yet the pressure keeps building. This is the point where a simple interaction starts drifting into unlawful detention. The officer shifts from asking questions to trying to take control, testing limits and waiting for the man to slip up. But it doesn't happen. Instead, he stands firm, and that's the moment everything begins to change.
Detention.
You don't have to cry, it's all right.
Yeah, but you put me under detention. I got things to do. You just detaining me for no reason.
How you doing?
How you doing?
Good.
Name, badge number?
Lieutenant McMillan, 664.
Lieutenant, how you doing?
Good, yourself? What's going
I'm
on
good.
today?
Your officer here put me under detention for no crime, just standing on the sidewalk taking pictures.
Okay, all right, so
So you let your officer know that he just can't demand ID and put me under detention for no crime at all?
So, obviously, we're interacting because Wells Fargo called, right?
Okay.
Which, you're allowed to be on this sidewalk, film all you want, record all
Yes,
you
sir.
want, okay? As long as you don't go in there and disrupt them, you can stand out here all you want and record all day long, all right? And just don't block any passageway of people trying to get through.
Of
Other
course
than that,
not.
there's no reason to identify you. I can
No,
care
I
less
know
what
you.
your name is.
You ain't got to tell me, but you need to tell your officer here
Yeah, no.
because maybe he didn't know. He said he been on the force for a long time.
Okay.
These officers here was great. They came out, see what I was doing, see nothing wrong. They said we're gonna leave. This guy wanted to put me under detention.
We're going to leave too.
So am I still under detention?
No, you're not under detention.
You detain. You said I can't go. That means you detaining me. You said I can't leave. All right. Well, am I under detention now? Am I under
You're
detention
absolutely
now?
free to leave, okay?
All right. Thank you.
All right.
Have a good day.
Y'all have a good day too, and be safe, man.
I like the gimbal.
Thank you. Be careful before you put people under detention.
I didn't put anyone in detention.
Yeah, park it like you got some sense. Park it like it's hot. Park it like it's hot. Here we go, guys.
How you doing?
All right, now this is where things really heat up. The officer tells the man he's not free to go, but at the same time refuses to clearly say he's being detained. Think about that. That's not a mistake, that's deliberate. Because the moment it's called a detention, there has to be a legal reason behind it, and in this case, there isn't one. The man keeps his cool and sticks to one simple question. Am I being detained? He asks it again and again, calmly but firmly, making it clear he wants a straight answer. But the officer avoids it. He talks around the question, giving unclear responses instead of being direct. And this is exactly how situations like this cross the line, through vague authority and pressure instead of clear justification. The difference here is the man doesn't panic. He stays sharp, keeps asking, and forces the moment into the open. And you can see it happening. The officer starts to hesitate. He realizes he's on unstable ground, buying time and waiting for backup to step in and help regain control of a situation that's already slipping.
Explain to her what you just tried to tell me. I already know. She's getting education now.
You got your warrant?
Huh?
You said you had a warrant to be out?
Yeah, I got several.
Can I see it?
No.
What do you mean?
Why would I show you?
What? You're on the property doing what you're doing.
Well, first of all, I'm not on your property, dumbass.
All right, man. What's your name?
Yeah.
It's Puddentane.
Your name is what?
Puddentane.
Puddentine?
Puddentane. Ask me again, I'll tell you the same.
He's that guy that wants to record all this bullshit and go put it on.
Record what?
I wanna
Record
make sure
what?
you
Dummies
say-
like you? Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I want to make sure I'm saying Puddentine.
That's not his real
What's
name.
your name?
My name's Nunya. None your damn business.
Sir, I'm asking you your name.
I know what you're asking me.
Okay, but you're saying you got warrants out. So what's your name?
Oh well, I say a lot of things.
Why are you being so?
So what?
I'm asking you for your name.
And I'm not giving it to you.
Well, you have to.
I don't. What's the law says I have to? You tell me the law. Did I say I gotta identify myself? What law is that?
Go ahead.
What law is that? Hi, Karen.